Hey everybody. Hey Gill Squad. Hey everybody that's been supporting. You know who I am. You know who I am by now. Anyway, I want to make a video because I realized that the devil had like a huge bet over my life. He had a bet that I was never going to see my kid again. He actually had one of his demons tell me that I would never see her again and that she was going to grow old where she was and she would have to look for me. He had a bet that I was going to go to jail or be killed. He had a bet that I just wasn't going to make it. That I would never get off of drugs. And I would be celebrating 3 years in November. 3 whole years without any alcohol, without any weed, without any pills popping, abusing. I was just sitting here with my daughter and I had this nice little nap for like 2 or 3 hours. And I woke up and I was like, the devil's lying to you again. He's telling you that you need to make all that money in order to win. And then God was like, you already won. You already won because you got your daughter back. And it was this huge lie for years upon years that to myself, the devil also told me that I needed anyone other than her to be successful. And that was a lie too. So I'm just making this video for anyone out there who's been dealing with a struggle. Because, you know, based upon the background noise, confirmation that the devil has illusions and delusions that he puts in your mind. And if you're not strong, you will listen to him, his demons, and the tricks they're trying to play on you. And it's all a lie. It's all a lie. I was supposed to get my YouTube back. I was supposed to get my Instagram back. I don't mess with TikTok or Snapchat because they're racist. They only want to see me popping my butt, popping my ass. As a black woman, they don't want to see a black woman who's smart, who didn't need to get a degree to be smart, who didn't need someone else to validate her to be smart. They want somebody that's going to work a 9 to 5. That's what it is. A lot of people bet on the stereotype that black women are stupid and that we need a man to get us anywhere. Oh, and if we don't want one, then we're jaded, we're negative, and that's just why y'all are not successful and your kids are not successful. But I'm sitting here looking at these grades that my daughter has. You know, I don't know if you can see it, but she's sitting on a 4.6 GPA, and I don't pad grades, honey. Just because it's homeschool doesn't mean we cheat. There's just a lot of these stereotypes out here that some people are supposed to fall in line in order for some of these people out here to be able to feed their ego and their narcissistic behavior every day. Because that's really what it is. That has nothing to do with me. This whole sham had nothing to do with me or my daughter. It had to do with a group of people who are narcissistic and egotistical and decided that it would be fun to play a game with my life. That's what this has to do with 150% or 106%, because she did 2 extra credit assignments that were absolutely phenomenal within the first 3 weeks of school. So I don't need the money. I'm going to get the money, but if the money never comes, I won. I beat you. I beat your ass. I beat it really good. And this video is for anyone who feels oppressed, who feels depressed, because I walked around like a nomad for 1.5 years after she was smuggled from me. And then one demon had the sense to send me a cease and desist, child. A cease and desist? Did you cease and desist your bullshit? Did you cease and desist when you lied to me and you told me that you were teaching my daughter cursive and she was never even with you? Did you cease and desist when you decided in your puny little mind that it was intelligent as a grown-ass person to use a child for your own vendetta that you've had with me all my life? Did you cease and desist that shit? Oh, don't let me get too far and too loud, because then I'm like just another loud black woman having a rant. Don't let me go too far, but did you cease and desist? Did any of you demons cease and desist for long enough to realize that what you were doing was absolutely retarded? Because there's one thing, two things for sure, and one for certain about me is I don't quit. I might rest, like this 2-hour nap I just took, while this lady is out here fixing her house for over a year. I don't quit. And that's never been something that I did. So this had to be a sham and a delusion and an illusion. Because you know damn well better than this. You knew better. But you thought, because you had all these friends, that you were just, coincidentally and quintessentially going to just fall into this plan over someone else's life. And you lost. You lost. And anyone out here still involved is out here scraping up crumbs because you have to. Because you put too much money on the line. You put too many people on the line. And too much of your ego is on the line. So now I'm going to sucker punch you really good. See, the ending to this story has already begun. And I'm just getting started. So anyone out there who is suffering with people who can't get a clue, who are after you like white on rice, honey, and they want to see you fail, they want to see you die, they want to see you cracked out on and off medication, can't get your head together, they want to see you without your kids, they would love to dance on your grave, and there will not really be a grave because, hey, who knows? Child, you better win. Because if you don't win, you will spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder and feeling like you're on borrowed time to a devil who doesn't even tell anyone the truth at all whatsoever, ever. Everyone's getting used. Everyone's getting played by their mind manipulation. Because we know that you're very good at that, aren't you? You're very good at that. You're good at grooming people. You're good at making people believe things that are not true for your benefit, sweetheart. And I know that because I know you. I didn't need to be around for the 10 years that you rejected me. I didn't need to be there to know exactly who you are, because I learned who you are by being away from you and determining who I was. See, there's a thing called twin flames. And you are me if I never got sober. You know what you need to tell them? Good luck.